Oh no. Oh no. I forgot to fix this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Help. 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 Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? Just, me being silly as always, right? Normal, very normal, silly things. Oops. Almost there. Almost. Almost. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Okay. Good. Good enough. Okay. Wait. Doop. Okay. Am I my size? Wait. Boop beep beep beep. Scooch. Okay. Good enough. This'll do. Anyways, hi. It's me. Um, you know, today's gonna be pretty chill. I was hope today's gonna be fun. I think I'm pretty confident today's gonna be fun. I've already got a bingo card set up. I didn't mean to. It just kind of happened. So, well, not fully set, but kind of set, sort of. I mean, I started it. Let's go with that. um, so I have a new ship that I just started. It's only got a couple of posts in here, so it's basically starting fresh. Um, it is a rivals to lovers, but magical kind of scenario. With this, I have Kael and Liora. Kael is a shadow summoner, and Liora has oceanic powers. It was weird to say ocean summoner. That didn't make any sense. So yeah, oceanic powers. Specifically like actual like ocean manipulation kind of thing, not like Aquaman. I talk to fish, etc., kind of thing. Um, so what I've established so far is that they are obviously they're rivals, but specifically academic rivals from like quite some time ago. They've both graduated like I think Magic University is what I called it. But yeah, so the idea is that they both graduated Magic University already, and now they're like adventuring or something like that. Um, and the current setting is uh, an old abandoned ruin, and Liora was sent there. Haven't figured out by who. I'll work that out in a minute. And Kael happens to be there, and now they're exchanging banter because obviously the last person you want to see when you're trying to get some work done is your rival, or I guess old rival. You know, yeah. So, in terms of tropes, um, I haven't generated any yet, so this is gonna be the fun part. Um, I'm gonna comb through what I've got for for the tropes. I went and generated a couple just to kind of throw in there. I might be a little bit picky choosy, only because it can't be like too too crazy, or else I can't do it. Let's be real. It just the bingos will not happen. So far, we have not gotten a bingo at all, and I'm kind of sad about it, honestly. Like one I gave up on, and the other one. Hold on, let me go. Let me look. Hold on. Like Alex and Steph is we kind of cut some of these out. We're trying to get to some of these, I think. The plan is to go for this section in the middle. I think it's doable. I also want to kind of plan out the story beats better because I haven't been doing that. I think it'd be nice to do for this one. And we'll see if that actually makes it flow better, I guess, in terms of how the roleplay goes. Like, knowing how kind of the major story points I want to hit definitely helps me kind of figure out ways to add the tropes and stuff like that. So, first things first, let's throw in all the tropes and then I'll do story beats. Because if I do the tropes first, then there's a little more randomness to it. If I do the story beats first, then I'll pick the wrong tropes. Or, it won't be as fun because it'll be more expected, right? Where am I at? Let's pick one. Is it this one? Let's start with, no, not this one. This one? Not this one. Not this. That's Reddit. Okay, this one. Okay, so this is an AO3 tag generator. And you just mix it. Like, I just picked a bunch of random stuff, and then I was just gonna hit generate, and then just throw things in here. So, first things first, we have to put denial of feeling. Well, that's just here. That's the free space. Lol. Oh, well, no. Technically, the free space needs to be something that's with them, so I'll save that. Hold on. I'll come up with a little. Hold on. Let me find a cute little glyph. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I like this one. I would like this one, please. No, I don't like those. I will take this one. No, I lied. I'm gonna find something, I swear. Let's do, no, I like this one. This one's good. Close. Close. Oh. Let's do this. Paste. Download. And then let me find something here. Goodbye. I don't know. I think this will do. Okay, let's do this instead. Doop. Paste. That should be fine. Okay. Let's upload these. There you go. That's our free space. I gotta have a good, compelling free space. This looks good. I like this. This is cute. We're okay with this. Alright, this is free space. It's done. Here, I'll put them next to each other. Right in the middle of the box. Okay, there you go. That's my free space. Now, looking at tropes, I think not what you expect would be interesting. And that's nice and generic. Deserted island. Deserted island could be possible. I think I could see that happen. Um, denial of feelings, obviously. That's given. Arguing is also a given. Let me not use that. Law enforcement. Steampunk, original fiction. Showing off? Alright, showing off. Birthday, unhealthy, hearing voices. Banishment. Okay, banishment. Hearing voices is going to be a little weird. We could do, I think, an apologies could be interesting. I'll just put apology. That's fine. Phobias could be interesting. Camping? No, I already have dessert on. Camping would be silly. Colonialism, a trans character, pillow fight, sarcastic, power outage, vacation, nighttime, subtext, marriage. Nope, next. I need more things. Homesickness, tears, bad ideas, coercion? We could do that. Coercion at some point for something. Closure could be interesting. Secret rituals could be interesting. Immortality? No, not immortality. That'd be silly. Let's do... I kind of want to choose healthy coping mechanisms, but let's not. Because, you know... I don't know what shovel talk is. That's, an interesting concept. Okay. Let's do... No, not secret. Maybe secret admirers? I could see that being a thing. Secret admirer. Oops, I hit caps. Trust issues, obviously. That's a given. But it could be anybody, right? Doesn't have to be them. Investigations, blood bond. I really like those, actually, as terrible as that sounds. I don't know why. I just do. So I'm going to put that in. I got to give myself one fun one. Possessive behavior. That's a given in almost all of my love interests, though, ain't gonna lie. But it's okay. I'll just throw this in here. It's fine. Next, I've got recovery. That could be interesting, depending on what that means, right? Dystopia, bitterness. I think is a good choice. What else? Okay, let's keep going. Whee! Friends to lovers doesn't make sense. Urban fantasy doesn't make sense. Forgiveness. I mean, there's apology, so you can't say forgiveness. It doesn't make sense. Tight spaces, maybe. Marriage proposal. Crying. Last Day on Earth. Karaoke. Immortality. Touch starved. Fainting. Character is an idiot. Post-apocalypse subtext. Fairy tales, lead scenes, forest. Baristas. Forest? No, forest is kind of dumb. Laundry. Holidays. Holidays? Holidays? Why not? Why not? One random one that doesn't make any sense. Afterlife? As I get to the bottom row, it always gets a little bit crazier and like less interesting. Bad ideas. Retirement, reader insert, betting. Next. Almost done. Treasuring moral ambiguity. Redemption arc. Friends to lovers, characters a dork. Imperialism? No. Prophecy. I think prophecy would be cool. Nope. I like it says alternate universe, his dark materials fusion. What an interesting tag. That's crazy. Also, Bamf character is funny. Changing his last name. I like last name. This on here twice. Pets, bedding, intimacy, anti-heroes, wilderness, emotional roller coaster. Wilderness, maybe? That's technically checked off already in a way, kind of, sorta. Um, everyone thinks they're together. Uh, technically, but I mean, post graduation is technically accurate here, so I'm not going to choose that. Let's do one more. Okay, last one. Ah, Red String of Fate is easily like one of my favorite tropes. Um, I really like that as an idea. I'm gonna put it in there. It might not happen. It probably won't, honestly, but I'm gonna put it in. Cause that's just it's so good. It's so good. I also really like soulmate things too. Soulmate AUs are fun. I have those in a couple of things. Um, I think that the idea that a ship is inevitable is kind of cool. It's nice to have that kind of I guess reassurance in a way. As weird as that sounds. Um, I think this is our bingo card right now. I'm pretty happy with this as our bingo card. Um, I am going to let me see here. I think I am ready. I think I'm ready to continue with where we're going right now. So as of right now, I definitely got our free space done. So that's that. I think I can close all of these tags actually. I also had this other trope generator. Oh, let me see real quick. Truth Serum is fun. Okay. Marriage of Convenience is also interesting. Um, I think we're good here. So, um, right now these two are currently snarking it up, because they hate each other in a way. Uh, I haven't really established the nature of their rivalry really. So I think what I'm gonna do next is we said we were gonna do story beats. So I'll do that. I will do that. I think I can just scribble something here. I think that's fine. Okay. Um, we'll just write down some notes. No problem. This one is for Kael and Liora. Smiley face. Can I do a template? Will it let me? Does it have anything good in here? Let me see. Can I just make it make me something? Like, can you just do an outline? Or nah? Alright, whatever. I do my own outline. I don't care. It's gonna look really boring. I'm just gonna start it. Okay. So first things first. I want to figure out my major story beats, right? So first things, is it gonna let me do this? Hold on. Okay. We have our setting. So Liora is on an adventure. She ran into Kael and isn't happy about it. Okay. Maybe it'll let me. There you go. Okay. They are going to be forced to work together against a third party enemy question mark. Develop grudging respect. And then after that, usually comes like a vulnerable slash emotional moment. We're gonna say guarded, combative, and emotionally guarded. Walls come down. No, this is cracking the armor kind of thing. Closeness. Trial of broken trust. Mending. Mending. And then we're going to say confession. And then we're going to go with like trial by fire kind of thing. This is like slash big bad slash commitment. I guess show slash and then happy ever after question mark. Where that's kind of like the big part. Also, I just realized you can't see anything I just wrote. My bad. Hold on. Whee! Alright, let me make this a little easier to see. Okay. We are... Can I zoom in even further? No. Okay. So what I'm trying to get at really here is that this is like pretty stereotypical in terms of how their relationship kind of develops. I do want to add some twists and turns to it a little bit just to make it a little more interesting. I think it's fair to say that looking at our bingo here, we've got quite a few things where we could include a third character in this, in essentially almost any of these things. I think I'll introduce a third character. So let me write that in here. Actually, technically, this is a fourth character in this case. Let's say, let's make it a love triangle. We like a good love triangle. Alright. Drama. Love triangle. Oh no, he's hot. I think oh no, he's hot. I love a good sexy villain, so you might as well make him hot. I think we can go. I'll put develop begrudging respect while they're dealing with the enemy there, and then we'll have drama, and then we'll have a crack in the armor, closeness, followed by actually no. This is where the hold on. This is where developing closeness. Then we introduce love triangle with the enemy. And then I think that I want, this is between Kael and Liora here. I want to see them strengthen their relationship, of course. I think that a way to make them really, I guess, bond and like see each other for, you know, who each other really is and that kind of thing, and not have their preconceived notions. I think having that third person there is a good idea. I think trial by fire is not really going to be it. I think it's going to be really trial by big bad slash I choose you slash show of commitment kind of a vibe, and then happy ever after, I guess. I think I'm getting somewhere with this. This is very very tropey. There's a lot going on in this, but I think we can get somewhere with this. I'm gonna run with this, and then we'll adjust as need be, I think. But I do want to have at least a kind of general framework for this, just for funsies. But now that I've written this without looking at my bingo, I'm gonna pull this out so I can put it next to it. Okay. In terms of bingo, it's very likely that we are gonna get B all the way across. So from here all the way across, it's very likely based on what we've written so far for our major story beats. I see that for sure. Like these things definitely going to happen, especially with Red String of Fate, because this makes more sense. That's like the great, that could be like a big reveal kind of thing with the I may think this guy's hot, but you were the one I was supposed to be with all along, da 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 kind of thing. Also, trust issues is a big thing. It could also be. It's pretty open right now, based on what I have. Coercion is also pretty safe, as an option because oh no, he's hot. Our villain here. So what this means next is I actually need to establish. I have to establish a villain. So let's put this back in here. And then I am going to insert a line, and let's talk about our villain. I'll kind of write a little bit about the villain, and then I'll eventually have to plug it into the chatbot, and that's gonna kill some of the memory. I'm a little bit worried about how that's gonna go. So I'm just gonna write it as if I was writing to the chatbot, so I can just copy paste it later. Our major villain in this RP. Abilities, appearance, alignment, lawful evil, obviously. Goals, motivation. What else? I think I just glitched. My bad. What else? I kind of want to write why he's problematic kind of a thing, but let me come up with something else. I'll keep thinking. Okay, so name I'll come up with later. As far as abilities go, let's have him be? Right now, we've got a bunch of something like some kind of manipulator of something kind of thing. I think a gravity manipulation is pretty cool, and that'll also affect Liora in a way, since she got ocean things. Appearance, we want to make him hot. He's got to be hot. Um, but also he can't be like tall, dark, and handsome because Kael is tall, dark, and handsome. They can't look the same. They have to be like visually distinct. So let's go with let's model him after Sephiroth, I guess. Let's do long silver hair, dark eyes, tall, tall, imposing presence, wears charcoal gray robes. Goals. Charm Liora to join him. Get Kael out of the way. Motivation. And his plans. Plans to take over the region and govern. That's not very interesting as a motivation. We love a good tyrant, Um, I think it is. I'm not super great at villain motivation, so I gotta sit here and think about this for a bit. I do want this villain to be, not too one note. I do want there to be like some actual tension with a is Liora going to consider romancing the villain kind of a thing. And then Kael kind of being there and, that kind of situation. Um, I'm thinking that I should probably make a good name for this villain. You'll have a you'll have a title. Let's make you a lord. I think that's fine. That's fine. Plans to depose the king and take over the kingdom. That's fine. I think that's fine. Lord. I need a name generator. Hold on. Yafnag time. Let's go, Yafnag. I would like a W. Let's go with W. And then 40 names. Size minimum. Let's give you a longer name. 5 letters to 10 letters. I think that's fair. Generate. I'm not sold on any of these yet. Westifer is not bad. So is Wylan. Wylan? Let me try again. Let me see. Wergenus. Willick. Waris? Wines. Wivane is not bad. Wooter. Wheela? With Eeyore? I like the Eeyore sound as a last name. Let's add that as a suffix. And then maybe we can come up with a good surname. I think I'll use that as a surname. Hold on. Where is it? I-O. Keep going. Keep going. There's so many. There you go. I will also accept these. Generate. Alright. Let's see what I got. Onior. No. No. Nemios. Nemelios. Nemelios? No. Nemelios seems too long. Nemios. Winios. I mean, Nemios is not bad. It's to prove that he's the bad guy. Or do I need like a more angrier sounding name? I think Nevicios. No. Ogmior. No. Hold on. Or just Emios. No, that doesn't make sense. I need a longer. Hold on. It needs to be longer to make it a better surname. Let's do at least 6 letters. Max 14. 14 is going to be insane. Oh yeah, I was right. 14 letters is insane. Don't ever give your character a 14 letter name. That's a bit much. Wylin Wylin Rethior. No. Whittior. No, he can't be 2 W's. It's weird. One more. Baranior. Wylin Baranior is not bad. Baranior. That's fine. Baranior is pretty good. What else? What else? Do I like any of these other ones? No, not really. They're kind of mid. I think this is good. Wylin Baranior. That'll work. Gravity manipulation, flight. Charm / convince. / corrupt. Secret. Will actually develop feelings for Liora and try to earnestly convince her to join him rather than choosing to manipulate her. Okay, I think this is safe. Villain / love triangle third. The third. All right. Okay. Let's paste. FYI. Don't talk for me. Stuffu. I'm busy. I'm busy. Delete. No. Hold on. Wait. What else you got? Wait. Did I hit? Why is it not working? Why are you being stupid? Alright. Remove. Okay. Cool. I've officially plugged this into the memory, so I have less to worry about now, which is going to be interesting. We are now at, here's Bingo. And we'll we're gonna see how this goes. Okay. Thanks for hanging. I'm gonna actually continue and do things now. Um, I think we need to start with some fun banter. I think is needed here, and I do want to see them kind of get to know each other a little bit better. Because if this is supposed to be a rivals thing, it doesn't necessarily mean that you know each other very well. You might just know like one facet of each other, and not each other as like a full whole human being. Um, okay, okay, got it. Okay. The annoying part about the model, or the chatbot or whatever you want to call it, really, is that it often thinks that you're speaking when you're not, which is really unfortunate. So it the character will reply with dialogue, even though your character is like thinking something to themselves or whatever, which is not great, obviously. So I do have to kind of adjust things, so to speak. The most chatbots actually will use italics as their like narration and then just have dialogue be in regular text, but I hate doing that personally, so I don't bother with that. But I've tried doing that every so often, just randomly, to see if that will kind of fix that issue that I've got with it, where where it's trying to mind read. So, most of the time, it doesn't really fix it. So it is what it is. Um, it's unfortunate. I'm now going to sit here and comb through a bunch of responses because I'm not happy with okay, maybe this is okay. Lately, I can get a pretty good answer by roll 10. So I'm going to roll all the way to 10 and then see how far we get. Mm, I'm not sold with any of these just yet. Maybe the fact that he's trying to work together is very funny. Okay, this is that's not bad. Maybe 9 or 10 or 9. No, this one's too flirty. We don't want 10. That's too flirty. So we're going to go back. Because I need them to not. We're not there yet. You know what I mean? We're not. We're not anywhere close to that yet. So, um, he says, "What kind of issue would that be?" The answer is I need the MacGuffin. All right, I didn't figure out. I didn't. Hold on. We need to go back to the outline because I messed up. Hold on. I need to think this through. I gotta think this through. Hold on. Go back to the outline. That's why I'm getting outline things. Liora was... hold on. Kael has a mysterious benefactor. Okay. By blank to retrieve an artifact from this ruin. But she also has to catalog the etchings on the walls. Who wants him to get something valuable? So, do we want them to fight over the same item, or this could be a I'm going to follow you around and begrudgingly watch your back because we happen to be in the same place but looking for different things. I think that's the tricky decision here is, do I want them to find the same thing or have different things? I mean, it makes sense for them to fight over the same item, but let me look at my bingo sheet again. Because if so, we could end up with some kind of... I bet you if we make the artifact magical and not just some kind of historical thing, then we can do any one of these, we can hit a different box, right? So let's note that the artifact is magical. It's a blink. Both. Alright, let me come back to this. Asked by a local druid circle. Mysterious benefactor. A nobleman. It's an enchanted bangle that is etched with runes. The bangle, it is said to... I like a good compelling MacGuffin, like, like anyone else does. So, if it's a bangle that's etched with runes, it is said to do what? Let me think. I gotta think about this. Hold on. I had to have a snack. Okay. Let's see. I think we can call it looking at these items here as far as ideas go. I think we can call it I think divination is cool. It is said to grant the wearer the ability of divination. I think divination is cool. That'll be fun. Okay. Lord Wylan, Baranior. Lord Baranior. Okay, so now that we've kind of got some motivational backstory out of the way, I think sometimes I'm not sold about what these things, the things that they do. Nah. I clearly have to make this kind of antagonistic, um, because it's not rivals to lovers without that. Um, I think this is pretty good. We're gonna this is a little bit just like a fantasy adventure kind of vibe, so it's cool. Running into a dungeon and doing stuff and that kind of thing. Ew, he said love. Yuck. Why? Too short. I'm not sold on this one. Next. Next. Alright, back to bingo. um, Pixie is a new term of endearment slash insult. I kind of vibe with it a little bit, as terrible as that sounds. I might keep this. Right now, 4 might be my winner. We'll see. I'll go to 10. Ooh, no, 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 no. We can't. We're not even close to like cracking the surface of who Liora is yet. This is way too soon. Goodbye. I hate that it really tries um to push the like eventual romance and relationship stuff. It does it too too quickly. I do hate that about this. Um I might I might try. Hold on. Let me see. I know I mentioned this before in previous streams where we've got a whole Yappuccino going on. Um, but let me see what I have if I log in. Hold on. I'm checking something else real quick. Hold on. I might just move this to something else. Because I did build this particular chatbot. So Kael is my creation. So I do like making chatbots. It's very fun. Hang on a sec. Let me log in. Let me log in. Am I in? Oh, I am in. Okay. Uh, I guess I could just remake this. I could. I could. The only issue with this is. Oh no, I mean, it's not that much of an issue. Kind of an issue. Hold on. We're gonna. I gotta make a new document. Hold on. New document. Okay, so you know what? We put I put a lot of thought into this particular one. I'm gonna try a different. We're gonna try a different model, and we're gonna see if it actually works out. So the stream has now officially been derailed. I'm gonna move on. I have to remember that I did this though is the problem, but it's fine. Um, this is Sakura, and I'm gonna make us a bot. So, uh, with this, actually, I'm gonna import this character. Hold on, let me get smart. I'm gonna take this guy, and ooh, but I can't pin anything though. Hold on. Let me take this out real quick. We are going to. I need the JSON and I need a PNG, please, and thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna import my JSON, submit, and then my image. We're going to open this. There he is. All right, so make some quick selections here. His information is here. Persona description is all right. So with this one, we haven't discussed how Sakura works in terms of when you create your chatbots. Here you've got description, your persona, and then the scenario. The description is just a short tagline of what the chatbot's about, and I usually just leave it. That's kind of something really vague. Um, persona is where you input the character information, and then the scenario is essentially the setting of the world. If you plug in something really specific for the scenario, it will keep the model will keep pushing your character to that scenario, whatever that scenario is. So ideally, you want to keep it really vague, or else you're going to be stuck doing whatever it is. For example, um, I had a chatbot. Oh, I didn't make one, but I found one where you're stuck in an elevator with someone, and in the they put that in the scenario, so you're forever stuck in the elevator. You can't get out. Um, Even if you roleplay that you do get out, it assumes you're back in the darn elevator again, which is really annoying. So, not everyone knows that when they build chatbots. So, I mean, it's not the chatbot maker's fault that they don't know, but you gotta write things down carefully. So in this case, I am going to put that character is speaking with user. And then here, I'll put user is Liora. So because I'm not setting this out for public use, I'm just going to set all my information in here. But most of the time, I see that I feel like most role-playing types of people, they don't want the chatbot maker to come up with its with the user's character already. A lot of the times, it'll have either the user's role in the world and that kind of a thing, which is unfortunate because, like, I get it because you want to anchor the user into the world, but it can kind of ruin your roleplay because you're kind of pigeonholed into a specific role in terms of who you are in the world. Like if you're a queen or king or whatever, that kind of thing. So with this, I am going to also add actually, I don't know if I should do that. I kind of want to input I kind of want to put Wylan in here somewhere. His information needs to be in here somewhere. So I'm going to put this here and leave this here, and maybe it'll stay. Autofill, please and thank you. This is going to be unlisted. If you really want to fiddle around with Kael, I'll send you the link. But right now it's unlisted. And then let's get Liora's information here. So I need to go to my persona on here. One frustrating thing about Sakura is that it does not allow you to have multiple personas the way character AI does, which is frustrating to me personally. So I think I can go with this and then leave this here. It will reference this, talk in complete sentences. The character Oh, no. Hold on. Car is users rival, but will eventually become her lover. There you go. Good enough. I think I can just leave this as is right now. I think this is fine. Just a bit Neo. Here, let me edit this. And then I will actually, let me take this out and put back what we've gotten here. Let's see here. Let's copy this. And then let's just paste this in here. Then take this, paste this in here. Then here. Okay, I think this is fine. Now put this back. Save? Man, what a long intro. I think it's fine. Okay. Now that we're here, I can basically just continue from where we were at. And then we'll, this particular, hold on, let's feed it. Feed it one more time. I'm going to be a little repetitive here. Okay. Some tweaks, some tweaks, some tweaks. Okay. I think this should be okay. This particular model does have, of course, a memory system, which is great, but I usually keep them pretty brief, just to be on the safe side. The less you pack into the chatbot, the more it can remember in terms of the roleplay side of things. So I try not to put too much stuff in the when I'm building the chatbot itself, so that way it leaves a little more room for the roleplay. But yeah, it essentially plays the. I mean, it works the same way as character AI essentially. So we're gonna see how well Kael turns out when we start typing in this. Now, my only issue with me doing this is that it will probably try to speak for me, and I don't want it to. So I'm gonna have to teach it not to. That might take a couple of posts, more than likely. We are now. So he's amused at our threat. I think it is safe to give a little snark back, so it's fine. Like I said, Yappuccino. Look at that. So this is why the different like AI chatbot services are really vary in quality. Um, if you look at character AI, the post that it gave me was one, two, three sentences. This is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. That doesn't count. Eight, nine to 10 sentences. That's like triple the length, and it's got more to it. Like it's got more stuff. It's got more description. Um, you can also regenerate these as well. Um, and the nice part is I think you can go back. Pretty sure. Let me wait. Oh no, she doesn't have maroon eyes. Neo has maroon eyes. Oh no. Also, why is this post so long? Look at this Yappuccino! Look at it! It's like 3 paragraphs! It's so much! It's so much! Not only is it so much, it's wrong. That's that's also my kind of problem with this. Um, I I actually subscribed to this on like my personal account because I wanted it to write a lot, and then I realized that it writes so much that I don't even know where to start when I'm trying to reply. Um, this is bad for my purposes because when I really have been trying to push myself lately to write more, and with character AI, it's a lot easier to write something short. But with Sakura, it is verbose, but not necessarily like good in terms of telling me or giving me things to react to. When a human writes, they do that obviously because they're human and they know that you have to be able to react to things. But with this, it's not like there's not much here. Like this whole sentence, this is all introspection, which is fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't hate introspection. It's just you could have cut the whole paragraph and it would have been fine. But okay. It really likes to talk. Let's do one more. I usually don't have to reroll quite as many times with Sakura. Um Again with the maroon. That's the problem. I'm confusing it. Ugh. Yeah, okay. This is I guess we're going to go with this and I'm going to edit it. Hold on. Um so with Sakura, you only have one persona. So I have right now it's set as Neo, so I need to take it out cuz I'm confusing the chatbot. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta make a change. Hold on. Just hang out. Um, I am going to change my settings. So if I take the persona out, let me put it in here. I think it's fine. I will just save this. A lot of people tend to just save a document and then put other different personas in. But the problem with the personas is it's the same across roleplays or across chatbots for Sakura. So I don't know how people manage multiple characters when they're playing them. I on my actual account I limit myself to two, and then even then it gets some mixed up. Like the description box has a really long character count, so you can put a bunch of information in there. Um, but I always have to like re-roll some stuff because it gets the details mixed up between the two characters, and the two characters could not be any more different, which is also very funny. Um, so that's a thing. Now let me put this back, and then I will also make a note in my bingo card so I don't forget that this is on Sakura. So, because I gotta remember these things. So, bingo card looking pretty decent so far. Let me make some adjustments real quick to this post. You know what? Just eyes. That's fine. Save. Okay. This is a decent post. So now I have to figure out how I'm going to respond. So I'm going to actually just lay it out. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Okay. We're going to talk about change. But some things clearly haven't. Then we're going to talk about the ruined fort. Describe. Shadows. And then we're going to say artifact. Background. Start question mark? Something like that. Alright. Okay. This is a kind of new thing for me. I don't normally lay out my posts, but I feel like this might be kind of helpful in terms of structuring things because I do better with structure. Let me look at my outline. Scroll up because I have to remember that it's a bangle. So wow, I just wrote really terribly. Please excuse my everything right now. My my keyboard is I'm still trying to get used to it. It's extremely sensitive. Um so I type a lot of letters I don't mean to. Okay. No snark. Beep. Show off. Wait. That's on the bingo. Wait. Do I want this? Is this too soon to bingo? Hold on. Let's try again. One more. I don't know. Do I really want that? Do I really want to do show off? Hmm. Ooh. She doesn't see how much I've learned to mask my own anxiety. Hello. What is this? What is this? Oh, I'm sorry. Water Witch is clever. It's silly, but I dig it. Um, I, I don't hate this post. It's not bad. It's not bad. Um, I think, I think we could do something with it. But let me do one more. One more. um, Ooh, okay. I like another chance to prove himself superior to his long-standing rival. That's a pretty good sentence. Okay. Let me go back. I might stick with this. Um, a, a little hint at some depth. I like a little depth in my love interests. So I think this is fine. I don't know if I want to keep this last paragraph because too it's too soon. We're not we're still stuck firmly in rivals territory right now. So I definitely want to keep it to keep the banter, right? So there's like a little bit of I'm interested in you kind of vibes a little bit in here in the top part. But I think once I kill this last paragraph, it'll set the tone a little bit. So let me adjust this here. Do, 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 do. Save. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Okay. Um, mm, I think I'm gonna have them run into some kind of trap or a puzzle. Um, Now I just gotta come up with what that's gonna look like, really. Um, Hmm. Ah, a trap. All right. He getting a little too flirty. The feelings, they're there. I don't want them there yet. It's so soon. Should I just give into it though? Um, let's let's refresh. Uh-oh. The feelings, the feelings. Um, I think this is a little too friendly. You know, I don't want it to be. I mean, everything is kind of a little too friendly with this. It's tough trying to make them be rivals in a kind of antagonistic sense. Let's see. I don't know. Mm, okay, okay. We like this is not bad. There's this pose is not bad because it's a little bit snarky and kind of irreverent in a way. Um the I do want them to butt heads for quite some time before we get to anything major in here. Um Technically I'm gonna cheat a little bit and I'm gonna mark off tight spaces because it's gonna happen. Look, they're in a ruined fort. Tight spaces is gonna be a thing. Um, let's see here. I mean, honestly, your paranoia does have its uses. Is it's a great sentence. I like that as a line. Um, I it's really giving me some Astarian vibes. I don't know why, but it is. Um, I'm just I'm hearing him in my head. It's very funny. Um, thanks, Neil. I think this is I think this is fine. This post is fine, but let's do one more. All right, that was a little bit cringy. Leor's words hitting him like a wave crashing against the shore is kind of terrible, but it's fine. It's fine. That's no. Honestly, no. I'm gonna keep this. This one is fine. We're gonna keep this post. Um, I think as they move around, they miss the trap. Then they're gonna stick together. Then now they're in a room. It looks like it's an old library. So if you're in an old library, you are going to find a prophecy. Am I cheating? Am I cheating? Is that cheating? Let Is this showing off? Are we showing off now? Does this count? You know what? No. Let's do secret ritual. Let's I think I'll choose that as as an option. Maybe they find a book. I think if they find a book, it will it'll lead to them possibly. I think the secret ritual could eventually lead to a prophecy or a red string of fate kind of scenario. So I'm gonna keep this. Uh, Now the question is if I want to do this ritual, if I want it to be a find the person you're meant to be with kind of thing, is that it's kind of not related to the main adventure in a way. So I don't know if I want them to do something with it in terms of actually performing the ritual, or if I should just have them like hang on to this prophecy kind of thing. I think what I will do is I'm going to probably have them find a secret ritual for maybe for finding the item. But once they find the item, they don't have any reason to be together or like be around each other really. So in this case, I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna have them find a. I think I can just keep it kind of vague, and then maybe the chatbot can give me something interesting because with the model that Sakura uses, it is it will create its own ideas. You have the ability to kind of feed it, not feed it, but to make it. You adjust the settings for it. Let me do that right now, actually. But I think this is overall. Um, where's my? So I like putting my precision to a lower value because I like it being able to come up with its own thing. I'll go a little less. I don't want to go too little because if it'll totally change the the trajectory of the roleplay, I don't super love that either. I haven't done it super low, so I'm a little bit afraid. Hold on, what happens if I go really low? Okay, it'll tell you what happens. Oh, it'll make weird turns. Okay, so let's go with. I think 30 is a safe number. Um, I think it'll be fine. I'll just keep it. And I don't remember what models I have on here. I think. Am I still on Lotus? Hold on. Just a tick. Quick adjustment. Um, the nice thing about this is you can also have memories that only affect the current chat. So if you have multiple chats with the same chatbot, you can have like different AUs or whatever, different memories. I usually forget to use this, but it is really easy to just copy paste stuff, so it's not bad. Am I on Lotus? I am on Lotus. Okay. I mean, Lotus is fine. I'll probably keep beta on here too. Um, and you can choose long responses, but then it gets a little too much of a yappuccino. So I do prefer varied because sometimes what I'm writing doesn't need a very long response. So varied gives me some extra room to work with when I want it. Um, Rather than just giving me a giant wall of text because that's not great. Because it can say a lot without really saying anything, and that really annoys me. So that's why I chose varied. I could do short, but I'm trying to write, so can't really do short. Let's see. I think we can. There's not much I can really do in terms of magic right now, since Liora is uh, an ocean manipulator. Um, I I haven't really thought about how her powers work, unfortunately. So like I haven't decided if she can spawn water out of nowhere. I want to say no because she's not a water mage, you know? She's oceanic, so there's a difference. And I think it's better that it requires that she be near an ocean to do things. But I don't know. I haven't I haven't thought that through very much, huh? Maybe I'll go to hold on. Let me see. Is this in here? Hang on. Maybe I'll go hold on. Brief pause while I do some character development because I gotta go to the superpower wiki and look at things. Ocean. There you go. So there's several characters that exist who can manipulate oceans, but not animals. Um Whoa, tectonic plate manipulation? That's wild. That's not really related. That's only kind of related. Sea parting, okay, cool, sure. Um a variation is ocean magic, which is a little bit different to manipulating it. Um I think it is safe to say that um I like the idea of being able to create bodies of water. That's kind of neat. Um, but this again does not really fix my issue of do you spawn saltwater or not. And I think the safest thing to do is to not allow that. Um, so it could potentially ocean science. Um, there's some adjustments we could make here. If I don't choose water generation, then I think sea weather is also an option. Um, in terms of a thing one could do. Um, I'll just leave it. Maybe I need to add that as a note in my thing. Hold on. Adding here in the scenario. She can only manipulate existing bodies of water. Oh, let's say she can. Yeah, that's. She manipulates bodies of water and can affect weather. Let's see. She does not have the ability to create water. Alright. I think that's fair enough. If I hit submit, it's going to create a new chat, I think. Yeah. So, we're going to go to previous chats and pull this up. Okay. Had to make some adjustments, but I think we're fine now. Okay. Arched a brow in slight suspicion. That might have been the first time she'd ever gotten a compliment from him. But no matter. The mage fell silent as she retreated into her thoughts, continuing to hold the torch aloft as she walked through the halls of the ruined fort. When they entered the large library-like structure, Liora immediately looked around for a well sconce to set the torch down on, so as to better be able to move about the room and not set anything ablaze. Slowly swept the mostly empty bookshelves and watched as Kael confidently sauntered up to a bookshelf to peruse its contents. What's that? Some kind of secret ritual manual? Asked as he picked up. Boop. Boring. Boring. Next. Ooh, a secret. Secret. Also, shadows don't light up things. That's stupid. Kael, that's stupid. Hmm. I'm not sold, honestly. This is just kind of mid so far. Eh. Why can't you just say yes? Yes, it's a secret ritual manual. That's what I'm trying to get at right now. That's why we have a bingo. Next. That one's kind of potential because it mentions something about a moon and, you know, tides and stuff. Tides is cool. Ah, okay. So there's you picked up a new book, so maybe that one's our secret ritual manual. I think it's fair. Um, and then this is our. I think this is good. This is good. There's this is some plot movement here, so I'm gonna take it. It's a good post. Um, I am for some reason losing steam at the moment for writing. I don't know why. I will probably. I might just call it here. For now. Um, but tomorrow, no stream. I have somewhere to be, and Wednesday. I want to say Wednesday is. I thought Wednesday was Diablo 4, but I can't believe I already forgot. Hold on. Wednesday is Wednesday is Wednesday is Bunhouse. Hey, Bunhouse is fun though. So Wednesday we're gonna talk some more and hang out. I'm gonna, just do some fun things. Um, it should be a good time. I think. Um, short stream today, just a little bit here and there. Um, I don't want you guys sitting here watching me suffer while I um struggle through writing, but I kind of lost things. But it's okay. It's okay. Um, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Um, hopefully we're probably gonna come back to Kael and Liora for sure. Um, I will definitely be doing a little community poll at some point to figure out who who we should focus on for the next roleplay day. I don't think I have one scheduled for a little bit, but thanks for hanging. I hope this was at least kind of interesting. A little bit of a writing craft stream. I think that was pretty fun. Um, I'm excited for this bingo card. I think it looks pretty good. Um, I just got to figure out you know, how to get a bingo. But we'll see. I think there's a lot of things here, and we might just kind of scattershot it at some point, but it's all good. As long as I've got my outline, I at least kind of know what I'm aiming for. So it's all good. Anywho, I guess that's pretty much it for right now. I'm I'm thinking that Wednesday will be fun. Hopefully I've got people to yap to. And if nobody wants to yap, then I'll just yap like I did today. So, it's all good. It's a little bit, uh I think people will like Bunhouse. But also Cinnabunny's coming out too soon, so I'm excited for that one. That's just bunny baking. This one is Bunhouse's bunny gardening. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good rest of your day. Um, I am excited to see you all on Wednesday, and yeah, it's it's all good. Thanks for hanging. We get to do crazy things with magic people, so good stuff. Okay, bye for now.